Hello and welcome to another update video about silver. The silver shows continued strength. Clearly, the pullback has not yet started. We might need to adjust the support area just slightly. Not much happened since the last video, but we pushed a little higher, close to $30, and we are following that bullish perspective, bullish structure that I have on silver. The only question is, do we rally directly, or do we get another pullback before the real rally and the main element of that third wave rally that can take us way into the $30 region, eventually probably even higher actually. 1 second, something is, oh yeah, need to adjust the wave degrees just now. So the idea is obviously that we are in quite a bullish structure, that possibly a wave 2 bottomed here around the 14th of February. There are two wave counts we discussed in the previous videos. They are both bullish. And the first count is in yellow, that we had here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure in wave 1. And then a wave 2 pullback, which was too shallow to be really reliable. And then this could be already the third wave. And the third wave would, however, have a very long wave 1, okay? Now, that sometimes happens, and that sometimes actually means that if this really is a 1-2, and we're already in the third wave, normally, if we break above certain levels, it indicates that the wave 3, happens without the pullbacks. And normally, I'm saying, normally, that would be a break above the 78.6 extension. And that happened. So it's not quite clear yet, but if it now moves away from that 78.6 extension level, then I assume that we are not going to see any deeper pullback anymore, and that we are already in the main element of the third wave rally. So the third of a third already. Normally we're looking for a 1-2 setup that's clear. It's not always clear. So it's, for example, possible that this was a 1-2. And then this is another tiny 1-2. And then we are just rallying directly, okay? So that's why I said, I think last week? I think it was last week that I did say, don't get too small with your positions in that rally. I mean, we've been highlighting the potential for a third wave rally in silver and gold already a while ago. And actually that's been the preferred scenario, that, ideally everybody's positioned to a degree at least, yeah. If you want to trade silver, there might not be any deep pullbacks anymore. I mean, that's just what happens with silver and gold sometimes. When they are rallying, we might not see those nice pullbacks anymore. Similar to crypto to a degree, very much sentiment driven, and because you don't have those fundamentals that are coming in and out. There's not. It's very much sentiment driven. Crypto, for example, you don't have any tested fundamentals. It's all hype. Very much sentiment driven. And then you just see those rallies play out. And in gold as well, silver, when the hype is there, when the sentiment is there, it just flows and you get these rallies. And in the trend direction, especially to the upside at the moment, the rally can be quite rapid, quite aggressive, whereas the pullbacks then can be short, especially when we are in a third wave, in a real third wave. So anyway, the support area needs to be adjusted just with the latest high. That's 25.15 now. That's the upper support region. That means, in other words, if we get a pullback, this might be wave 2 and it's worth watching for reversal in this region. Now that's the yellow count. In the white count, we have an extended fifth wave, and we only are just now in the process of completing 5 waves. The extended fifth wave is not uncommon in the metals market. But it's also not too reliable. Okay, so it's very long, that fifth wave. And this pullback in wave 2 might be a little deeper if it happens actually. But first we need to see if the upper support area breaks. Then we can look at lower support, but there's no point adding that to the chart right now. We haven't even got a confirmation that we've topped. If you ask me, I would prefer the yellow count. So I'm leaning to that. I will focus on that also in any correction. Can we identify any top in place? Not yet. Not clearly. I need to see a break below that last low, the Wednesday low here at $27.50, to indicate that a top has formed in wave 1 and that a wave 2 is unfolding. So maybe if we go to the, I don't know, 30-minute chart, let's see if we can identify, 15-minute chart, identify any structures. We could even say that possibly the wave 1 finished here. These spikes often are high B waves. I mean, they can be. And it's, for example, possible to say that, let me just see. Could possibly say, okay, maybe this was an A wave, a B wave, and this is now a C that's coming down, yeah. But that would be obviously invalidated if we see a break above the B wave top there. So it's just one idea I have. But then it's just moving sideways, really. Could be a lot of different stuff. So again, it takes a break below that $27.50 level to indicate we're coming down in wave C. And if we're coming down in wave C from here, well, again, due to the high B wave, we might not even come down a lot. You would say standard extension levels, 100% extension, yeah, it's not low. I mean, $27.23 would be a common target. Now again, that would leave us with a very shallow wave 2. But then again, we're not necessarily saying that this needs to be all of wave 2. Yeah, it could, that ABC structure could be a larger A wave, then we get a larger B and a larger C. Just something to be aware of. I mean, at the moment, there's no evidence really in which direction it wants to go. But what this analysis tells us, that with a break above the $28.50 level, we might be in the main element of a third wave breakout. And if we get a break below that A wave low, then yeah, it should follow nicely here into the yellow support region. So I keep you updated. Don't think there's much more to say. It's a bullish market at the moment. The uptrend is unfolding. Zooming out a little bit, maybe it's worth tracking some of the structural resistances that could still block progress, and we are actually in a resistance zone, you could say. I mean, essentially all of this starting at around $28 all the way up to 30 sort of is resistance, yeah, all of this area structurally. And I think if we can get above that area, wow, I mean, that could really, well, that would confirm my long-term view on silver, right? Which is very bullish. But I would prefer a bit of a pullback before we break out. But who knows, you know, if the market is that bullish and breaks out straight away, that's what it is. And we always need to consider we are likely in a third wave, and that is very bullish. It's typically the strongest element of a trend. That's my update about silver. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 as well as regular updates about stocks, please feel free to check out the Stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.